Good morning. I am Dibyendu Mondol. Today I am discussing about solar thermal system. Okay. Solar thermal system. First one, solar thermal system. Solar thermal system. Okay. Solar thermal system. First one, what is solar thermal system? Actually, solar energy can be utilized directly by two technologies. One is the solar thermal, another one is the solar voltaic. Okay, one is the solar thermal, another one is the solar voltaic. Okay, তাহলে one is the solar thermal, another one is the solar voltaic. Solar thermal energy or solar thermal system provide thermal energy for various processes. In regions of cold climates, a large amount of low grade thermal energy is required to heat air for comfort and hot water for washing, cleaning and other domestic and industrial needs. Various industrial surveys show that up to 24% of all industrial heat is consumed for heating fluids to a moderate temperature. Okay. So solar collector, first one is the solar collectors. Solar collectors. Solar power has low density per unit area. Solar power has low density per unit area. Okay, তাহলে solar power has low density per unit area. Hence, it is collected for covering a large ground area by solar thermal collectors. A solar thermal collector essentially forms the first unit in a solar thermal system. Okay, then the classification of solar collector. Classification. The overall view of classification of solar collector into several categories. Okay, non-concentrating type and concentrating type. তাহলে first one, solar collectors. There are two categories. Solar collectors. There are two categories. One is the non-concentrating type. Another one is the concentrating type. Concentrating type. Okay, তাহলে one is the non-concentrating type, another one is the concentrating type. Non-concentrating type means flat plate collector. Flat plate collector. Okay, another one is the concentrating type. That is, there are two things. One is the focus type, another one is the non-focus type. Okay, concentrating type, তাহলে there are two things. One is the focus type, another one is the non-focus type. one is the focus type, another one is the non-focus type. Okay. Focus type, there are two things. One is the line focus, another one is the point focus. Okay. তাহলে focus type there are two categories. One is the line focus, another one is the point focus. Okay, line focus, another one is the point focus. Another non-focus type, there is modified flat plate collector. Modified, example, modified flat plate collector. Okay, modified flat plate collector. Okay, and focus type means line focus, cylindrical parabolic concentrator, fixed mirror solar concentrator. Line focus, fixed mirror solar concentrator, fixed mirror solar concentrator. Okay, point focus means hemispherical ball mirror concentrator, hemispherical ball mirror concentrator. Okay, hemispherical ball mirror concentrator. Okay, so these are the classification. Another one is the comparison of concentrating and non-concentrating type solar collectors. Comparison. First one, comparison of concentrating and non-concentrating type solar collector. Comparison between concentrating and non-concentrating. Concentrating and non-concentrating type. Okay, here in concentrating type solar collector, solar radiation is converged from a large area into a smaller area. Okay, large area into a smaller, solar radiation is converged. So in concentrating type solar radiation is converged from large area into a smaller area. Solar radiation is converged from large area into smaller area. Okay, large area into smaller area. Beam radiation, which has a unique direction and travels in a straight line, can be converged by reflection or refraction techniques. A flat plate collector is a simple construction, does not require some tracking. Therefore, it can be properly secured a rigid platform and thus becomes mechanically stronger than those requiring flexibilities. The principal disadvantage of flat plate collector is because of the absence of optical concentration, the area from which heat is lost is large. That is the disadvantages. Okay, disadvantage. A flat plate collector is that because of the absence of optical concentration, absence of optical concentration, because of the absence of optical concentration, the area from which heat is lost is large. Area from which heat is lost is large. Okay, heat is lost is large. Also, due to the same reasoning, high temperature cannot be attained. Okay, high temperature cannot be attained. Cannot be attained. Okay, high temperature cannot be attained. Okay, the main disadvantages of concentrating type collector. Okay, that is the flat plate collector. Concentrating type collector is that high temperature can be attained due to concentration of radiation. Okay, main disadvantage. Okay, so the main advantage of concentrating type collector, concentrating type collector okay, main advantage of the concentrating type collector, that is the high temperature can be attained due to concentration of radiation. High temperature can be attained. Temperature can be attained. Okay, high temperature can be attained due to concentration of radiation. Due to concentration of radiation. Concentration of radiation. Okay, concentration of radiation. Okay, now performance indices. Okay, performance indices. Performance indices. Okay, performance indices. The important performance indices of solar collectors are collector efficiently, concentration ratio, temperature range. Okay, important performance indices. First one is the collector efficiency. Collector efficiency. Collector efficiency. Second one is the concentration ratio. Concentration ratio. Okay, concentration ratio. Third one is the temperature range. टेम्पारेचर रेंज, ओके, टेम्पारेचर रेंज। তাহলে these are the three parameter. First one, collector efficiency. What is the definition of collector efficiency? Collector efficiency, okay. Collector efficiency is defined as the ratio of the energy actually absorbed and transferred to the heat transport fluid by the collector to the energy incident on the collector, okay. Ratio of the energy actually absorbed, ratio of the energy actually absorbed, okay, ratio of the energy actually absorbed and transferred to the heat transport fluid and transferred to the heat transport fluid, okay, heat transport fluid by the collector to the energy incident on the collector. Another one is the concentration ratio. Second one, that is the concentration ratio, okay, concentration ratio, concentration ratio, CR, C dot R, concentration ratio, the ratio of the area of the aperture of the system to the area of the receiver, ratio of the area of aperture to the area of receiver, okay, ratio area of aperture to the area of receiver. The aperture of the system is the projected area of the collector facing normal the beam, okay. Another one is the temperature range, okay, temperature range of temperature to which heat transport fluid is heated up by the collector, okay. Range of temperature okay, to which range of temperature to which the heat transport fluid is heated up, heat transport fluid is heated up, okay, heat transport fluid is heated up by the collector, okay. Another one thing, in flat plate collector no optical system is utilized to concentrate the solar radiation and hence the concentration ratio is only 1, okay. In flat plate collector the concentration ratio is only 1, CR, concentration ratio equal to 1 for flat plate collector. The temperature range is less than 100 degree centigrade, temperature range less than 100 degree centigrade, okay, in flat plate collector, okay, flat plate collector, okay. Another one is the liquid flat plate collector. Liquid flat plate collector liquid flat plate collector Okay, liquid flat plate collector. A flat plate collector is placed at a location in a position such that its length aligns with the line of longitude and is suitably tilted towards south to have maximum collection. Okay, horizontal surface, this one is the horizontal surface and tilted like that. Okay, horizontal surface and this one is the distance. Okay, horizontal surface, that is the east west, and another one is this one is the axis flat plate collector, axis parallel to latitude. Okay, axis parallel to latitude, and this angle, that is the theta. Okay, this angle is theta. So axis of the a flat plate collector is placed at a location in a position such that its length aligns with the lines of longitude. Okay, lines of longitude, and is suitably tilted towards south to have maximum tilted towards south to have maximum collection. Okay, very important. This is the flat plate collector. Okay, flat plate collector. Okay, flat plate collector. Okay, the basic elements in a majority of these collectors are transparent cover. Another one is the back end absorber. Okay, transparent cover. Second one is the tubes, channels or passages in thermal contact with the absorber plate. Tubes are in thermal contact. Okay, tubes are in thermal contact. Another one is the insulated container. Third one, insulated container. Okay, insulated container. Okay, insulated container. Okay, another one is the black end absorber plate, usually of copper or aluminium or steel. Okay, back end absorber plate, back end. Fourth one, BS back end absorber plate. Okay, back end absorber plate. Okay, this one is the means such a no black end absorber plate, usually made of copper, aluminium. Okay, usually made of copper or aluminium. A liquid, most commonly water, is used as the heat transport medium from the collector to the next stage of the system. Okay. However, sometimes a mixture of water and ethylene glycol is also used if the ambient temperature are likely to drop below 0 degree centigrade during night. Okay, heat is transferred to the heat transfer liquid circulating in the tube. Okay. Another one is the variety of absorber plate designs have been developed. Variety, pipe and pin type. Variety of absorber plate. Variety of absorber plate. Okay,